Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, cats and kittens, welcome back to the podcast. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Uh, wow, I hope my sound effect play. I got my speakers turned down, so usually I hear it over in my my headphones. I apologize. So, big announcement today. This is the one, guys. This is the one everybody's been waiting for. Very excited, and I thought I could take a few minutes and go over it. We are, we cover AMP from time to time, so I thought it would be fair for me to discuss this a little bit and give you my viewpoints. I'm sorry, I'm looking over. I don't have a button set up for the news frame. I on my stream deck. I have every other damn thing over there, but I don't have the news frame. So if you can indulge me for just a minute, I want to make sure that I have this up, that we're seeing it right, that everything's good, and then we're going to carry on. So this is the announcement. This is what they're talking about. Introducing the Ampera Foundation. The Ampera Foundation was formerly, and it was the AMP Foundation. Clearly, it's been rebranded, was formally established in order to focus on the evolution of the AMP ecosystem. A fully independent organization, the AF, Ampera Foundation, here for the remainder of the video, I'm just going to say AF, is operated as a not-for-profit with an initial donation of AMP tokens from Flexa Networks. Flexa Network Incorporated, sorry. And Dan did put out something here. After years of hard work and diligence, Flexa is delighted at the launch of the Ampera Foundation and very pleased to support its mission with a founding donation, alongside all of the other projects integrating with Ampera and its protocols. We look forward to the foundation's stewardship in the years to come. And that was from Dan McCabe. So apparently they rebranded. Now I know the AMP Foundation exists in like several other countries. I mean, it's kind of all over the place. So if they were going to do this, yes, they were going to need a rebrand, and clearly they landed on Ampera. But I hope that isn't what they've been working on for the last for the last couple of years, as people have been eagerly waiting the SDK. The AF will exclusively support the continued development of open source software on public decentralized blockchains. Accordingly, all AMP trademarks and intellectual property will be forever released to the public domain. That's good. Open source is good. What you guys are doing is good. Transparency is very, very good, particularly with everything that's happening in crypto right now. So you know what? I happen to like that statement. I don't love it, but I happen to like it. There's a lot more boilerplate kind of stuff in here. Buzzwords. I mean, you got to hit the buzzwords, and they certainly did hit the buzzwords. The problem that I had with this, the entire announcement, is that you didn't say anything. You didn't say anything. You made a lot of reference. You made a lot of hopes, dreams. Don't worry, it's going to be fine. You did a lot of that, but you didn't actually get into any of the how. Now, one of the problems that I had I had a lot of problems with this, but one of the big ones that I had was actually coming down here towards the bottom. Currently, and this is under AMP Evolution, and I do love that they use this thing. Currently, collateral manager contracts are required to fully utilize AMP. We're aware of this, but as just mentioned, this further compounds the complexity of maintaining interoperability. With the growth of DeFi, it has become clear that a more extensible integrated protocol will provide the most utility and requisite security. As the first initiative of the AF, a new collateral protocol will be launched within the coming weeks. Implementation and technical details will be published soon, but coming soon in the coming weeks. Don't you worry, it's going to be great. But the core features include the Ampera protocol will be an asset-agnostic, permissionless collateral contract on Ethereum. AMP is asset agnostic permission. Yeah. The contract will be maintained and upgraded via on-chain governance. That's you guys. You get to vote. Users can generate collateral signatures for use with any transaction, online or in real life, assuming that they are integrated with this. Now, that's all fine. All right, I get it. We already know how it works. If you're an AMP investor, you better know how it works. I hope you read the white paper, man. Here's the one seems to be the big nugget sentence statement in here, and this is actually one I have the most problem with. The current opportunity that DeFi presents cannot be understated. I agree with that. It cannot be understated. Even with the continuous ecosystem turmoil of 2022, we were all there. Transparent DeFi protocols such as Compound, Aave, and Maker have worked flawlessly. This technology should not be taken for granted. I agree. As a primary principle, the AF will contribute to DeFi in a meaningful way. Let me stop myself right there for a second, because I hate that. I hate every single thing about that. We will contribute to DeFi in a meaningful way. Okay. Can you tell us any of those meaningful ways? Now, I understand you don't want to give up trade secrets, because at the top you said, look, we're open source, everything's public, but you don't want to talk about, trade secrets or what you might be doing. So I get it, but I hate it. I absolutely hate that statement. I hate that that was in a press release, and I hope like hell that isn't what you've been working on for 2 years. Uh, and importantly, the evolution of AMP will enable ambitious projects like Flexa and others to grow even faster, while unlocking complementary integrations and immediate use cases. Great. Such as what? Such as what? Give me one. Give me one. So we've kind of been spitballing this a little bit over on the Discord, and it's a nice article. All right, it's great. I appreciate that they said something, but they did it in such a way that they said something without really saying anything. And that kind of gift simply cannot be understated. You have been grinding money for for about 2.5 years here. And so far, the most meaningful thing that's came out over the last year was that press release that said nothing. And I'm sorry, man. Look, that is a marvelous, marvelous gift that you can continue to get paid, that you can continue to work hard, that you can continue to develop. But you can't talk about what, you can't talk about where, you can't talk about why, you can't talk about anything. But you can do a press release. And again, man, look, that is just absolute magic. That you guys can keep doing this, man, and people stick around for it. It's fantastic. All right, let me finish this up. It's from Tyler. I will be serving the community as the initial president of the AF to completely eliminate any source of conflict. I have fully divested all of my Flexa Network Incorporated equity. I am extremely proud to join the initial team of international developers, and that's all of these guys here, with the international AMP community stronger than ever. We look forward to continued growth of the Ampera protocol and AF, the entire crypto ecosystem, and fostering a financial system that is open and accessible to anyone. Now, I'm trying to paint this in a nice way, man, but I'm not seeing it. I'm just not. I understand that what you're doing is pivoting, and you're not just pivoting, you are pivoting massively in a great big way. So, yeah, gotta ask, what have you been working on the last 2 years? I think it's a fair question. I absolutely think it's a fair question, because if this has been your intent the entire time, did it really take you an entire year to do up a press release? Because what would you say you do here? Just saying. That's all I got on this one, guys. I'm sure you have a much different viewpoint on this than I do, but there's so much fluff. There is so much buzzwords. There's so many just ways to do this, and you guys, it's like you went out of your way to hit every single wicket, use every single buzzword, and say nothing at all. It's amazing to me. So if you got something else out of it, great, man. Buy AMP. Yeah, that's all I got. Questions or comments, Scott at ThePodocasts.com. I answer any and all. And until next time, please stay safe, and please be very, very, very smart with your money. That's it, guys. Cheers.